the profoundly disappointing subject of relitigating Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial. On August 16, Netflix published a three-part documentary series recapping the televised civil lawsuit from last summer over accusations that Amber Heard had slandered her ex-husband Johnny Depp by asserting she had endured domestic violence and sexual assault over the course of their 4-year relationship. Each episode includes clips from some of the online creators who turned their hot takes on the trial into a veritable cottage industry of amateur legal commentary and courtroom conspiracy theories, feeding the ravenous demand for anti-Heard and pro-Depp content, rather than providing any fresh insight or analysis from anyone with relevant credentials or experience. Even worse, Depp v. Heard director Emma Cooper fails not only to address the questions that have been lingering since the verdict was delivered more than 14 months ago by 7 jurors in Northern Virginia who were not sequestered as the case became, by far, the most talked about subject on social media and online platforms. However, the episodes also feature courtroom testimony, providing an incomplete view into some of the trial's more important and decisive moments that I otherwise would not have seen. Do these moments make the show better? Hardly, but it does not imply that they are worthless, especially in light of the fact that, while not the account of what happened last summer that we deserved, it is still the only one we have, at least for the moment. In her 1977 essay collection on photography, Susan Sontag asserted that the camera makes everyone a tourist in other people's reality, and eventually in one's own. In Depp v. Heard, the cameras enable a particular kind of tourism that feels both exploitative and voyeuristic because the reality we find ourselves trespassing is dark. The dissolution of a relationship between movie stars through patterns of dysfunction and abuse that are both familiar and alien, knowable and unknowable, like a place you've been to yet have never called home. There is a tendency to treat video of testimony about the breaking of alcohol bottles and throwing of wine glasses, the shoving and taunting and threats, even the physical and sexual violence, as though it were pure spectacle, particularly when coupled with the more outrageous moments from trial that made headlines at the time, such as the argument over whether Heard defecated on Depp's bed and blamed his teacup Yorkshire Terrier. This would, however, erroneously imply that we cannot, should not, or cannot relate to the difficult reality of the actors' relationship since they are so divorced from our own lived experiences.